Good morning. Kind of a little emotional. Um, I had something on and I had to change. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just got a little water droplets on it. And, I was like making my coffee, fixing it and whatever. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I going to put on? And I had to put this on. I got channeled. I got channeled Kiss Me Goodbye. I got channeled. The first thing I channeled, I was like freaked out by it because it was like Kiss of Death. And I'm like, okay, what? And then it was Kiss Me Goodbye and Love Me Like You Mean It, and then Love Me Like You'll Lose Me. So I'm sitting here and I started putting it in on here. And then, so when I got that, I'm like, okay, I understand why I have to wear this. Spirit's like, sit down a minute. So I'm in the process. I'm filling in what it is, kind of some of the stuff that I channeled for this reading. And then so then I sit here and they're like, hold on, you need to look this up. I'm floored. I'm feeling like really fucked up. I know that before when I was getting ready to do Capricorn this morning, throughout the morning, I was getting the biggest fight of your life. And I'm like, okay, some time went on and I kept getting some stuff in regards to that. And then, finally when I'm getting ready for it, I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? What is this, Spirit? I need to know, what's going on. And then that's when all of this happened. Okay. So they had me, when I was punching this in to come on here, they had me stop and take a break. And Kiss Me Goodbye is actually a song. I did not know this. So I need to read some of the lyrics. That Kiss of Death, I looked this up first. Spirit likes to prepare us. I'm very sensitive, highly sensitive. So the energies that started coming in were a lot. It was the preparation. I looked up the Kiss of Death next. Like, Spirit's like, you need to keep going. You need to look up what you channel first. That's actually a movie. So hold on here. The Kiss Me Goodbye, we choose it. Win or lose it. Love is never quite the same. I love you. Now I've lost you. Don't feel bad. You are not the blame. So kiss me goodbye, and I'll try not to cry. All the tears in the world won't change your mind. There's someone new, and she's wanting for you. No, she's waiting for you. Soon your heart will be leaving me behind. Linger a while, then I'll go with a smile, like a friend who just happened to call. For the last time, pretend you are mine. My darling, kiss me goodbye. When I read this right before, like when I pulled it up, I read down to the cry, and then they were like, okay, stop, you need to go look up the other. Let me finish reading this. It's relevant for some reason for this reading. I have all this sadness and fear. Oh, God. If anyone's struggling with mental health issues and contemplating your life, please seek help. I know now I must go now, though my heart wants me to stay. That girl is your tomorrow. I belong to yesterday. So kiss me goodbye and I'll try not to cry. All the tears in the world won't change your mind. There's someone new, and she's waiting for you. Soon your heart will be leaving me behind. Linger a while, then I'll go with a smile, like a friend who just happened to call. For the last time, pretend you are mine. My darling, kiss me goodbye. My darling, kiss me goodbye. Wow. Um, so Kiss of Death, I did not get a chance. I was so floored when, I was already floored with that. And then they're like, okay, stop. I was reading that. And then they told me I needed to go look at the Kiss of Death, which I channeled first. And I was like, what the fuck? Kiss of Death. And so then they were like trying to lighten it. That it's not lightened. Let me see here. So The Kiss of Death was a film, and it's a crime film from 1947. Hold on, I'm trying to look at this really quick. So in this this movie, someone was marked for death. Um, I'm scrolling on. I don't want to read that I just seen. I found something else. So it's about a guy torn between being a crook most of his life and the damage it did to his mentality. But at heart, he's a real softie. Oh wait, there's also The Kiss of Death in 1995. I don't know if they redirected it, like reshot it and redid it. I don't know. Anyways, hold on. I'm gonna take that off of there. They wanted me to look up, and I decided just to do it on here. Um, they'll love me like you'll lose me, and then they'll love me like you mean it. I'm not gonna look up the love you like you mean it, but I am gonna look up the love me like you'll lose me. All right, so that is a song. I don't know. I'm not naming. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like. I don't know when it was here. I'm sorry. I'm a little floored. I'm a little taken aback. I don't see when it was released. I'm gonna look for the lyrics. Right here, the lyrics. So, like I'm gonna lose you. Okay, so this one's like I'm gonna lose you. But my channeling was love me like you're gonna lose me, right? But this is love me. I'm gonna love you. Okay, so hold on. Let me just read this. I found myself dreaming in silver and gold, like a scene from a movie that every broken heart knows. We were walking on moonlight, and you pulled me close. Split second, and you disappeared, and then I was all alone. I woke up in tears with you by my side, a breath of relief, and I realized, no, we're not promised tomorrow. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna hold you like I'm saying goodbye. Whenever we're Wherever we're standing, I won't take you for granted because we'll never know when we'll run out of time. So I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. Um, then they repeat that again. So in the blink of an eye, just a whisper of smoke, you could lose everything. The truth is, you never know. So I'll kiss you longer, baby. And then it says, hey. And then any chance I get, I'll make the most of the minutes and love with no regret. Let's take the time to say what we want, say what we want, use what we got before it's all gone, all gone. Because no, we're not promised tomorrow. I'm not going to keep repeating that. All right, so pretty much that's it. I don't remember what else now that I channeled. All right, wow. There's a lot of heavy grief here. Loss of hope. Oh shit, Capricorn. All right, this is a general Capricorn reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node placements. This can be involving you or someone that is in your energetic field, or vice versa, like a cross watcher. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you, and that's okay. Especially sometimes, the energies are not so great. These are the energies we're picking up on. So somebody is out there needing help and needing needing a lifeline is what I'm getting with this. And I feel that way with my readings. Like, I have it done where when I do my readings, it's for those who need it. Also, those intentions are always set inside of every reading that I do. So, I can get, negative, or people would see as negative things. I'm not someone who wants to read just fantasy and fairy tale. Yes, we all need hope. And in the readings, yes, I want to be able to gift people with hope, and I want to be able to do loving readings. But the reality of life is life is difficult. And I think since, I need to speak about it, since these energies that I'm feeling and what I tapped into is just kind of scary, is what I'd have to say. Like understanding emotionally someone being so distraught, and feeling hopeless. I don't even know. I'm a little lost. I don't even know where if it doesn't resonate, it's okay. If it resonates with you, you will know. You will have to place it where it applies in the situation or in the experience or life that you're dealing with, because it may not be about you, right? It may be in regards to someone that you know. If this is in regards to you or someone that you know, please be mindful and please try to gift them with love and support, encouragement. Sometimes when we go through heartbreak, or feel lost or hopeless, um, people sometimes make the biggest mistakes of their life. They do things, that they would regret. And even if in this physical world they can't regret it, their soul will regret it, right? So I just feel like we need to be mindful, and try to be supportive, as well as pay attention to red flags. Whatever I'm picking up on right now, it is I don't know if it's just the emotional scariness. There's a lot of nasty emotions, and it is really scary. It's really it's really hard for me to kind of talk about, because I understand like these feelings and where people can go with them, and then with what I was channeling, it just makes it even worse. Like those feelings just started coming in, and that's a scary place to be. If you are the one feeling this way, my heart goes out to you. Don't give up is all I can say. And I know that, you know, it may seem bleak and you may seem like in a really dark, hopeless spot. You need to find something to focus on. Um, we learn through life that the storms don't last. We learn to overcome them, to be resilient, that there's going to be a better day tomorrow, that the sun will always come out after a storm. It always shines again. We need to hold on to whatever sliver of hope that we can. Life is precious. And like the other song was, I don't know if someone is having like an internal battle, because there's kind of this back and forth, kind of like that movie they were talking about, like that person who was like battling with themselves of the criminal versus really what's going on inside their heart. Their heart is actually really loving. So maybe this person has just been like filled with so much heartbreak and they feel hopeless and they want to be cold, or maybe they don't even, what I was picking up on, something more severe in regards to just like being cold, or choosing the wrong pathway. Either way, it'd be the wrong pathway, or not a good pathway. I'm trying to be mindful of my words, and I'm just not sure. Or the battle to open the heart and to be vulnerable and to love and to be that softie. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's this emotional internal conflict, and it's not as severe as what I'm picking up on. But I'm picking up on these emotions that are really severe, where it could go there. And so that's why I'm addressing it the best that I can without trying to like place fear. When we do readings, I don't think that we should be in like fear mongrel. So it's really hard when you pick up on super nasty or toxic situations, or really something that can be really very detrimental to someone's mental, emotional, or physical health, how to go about proceeding and talking about this, where you are not putting people in fear mentality. That's not something that we want to do, especially as a reader. There are some readers out here that are very into fear-based programming and really horrible, toxic things. Yes, I understand that life is toxic. I understand that it can be hard and sometimes it needs to be addressed, but there needs to be a way. As we are supposed to be spiritual leaders and healers. We are supposed to be helping lead the way for people to heal. So, we need to be mindful in how we try to discuss something or talk about it if it's brought up, to try to help people overcome fear and not go into fight or flight, or not be in that fear response or victimization or anything else, because that just is that trap of the devil. That's that trap of the negativity that's just going to spiral people down and then keep them in this negative place where they're repeating these situations and pulling in the same type of people in their life that are so negative. So they're going to keep experiencing bad experiences, unhealthy and hurtful and harmful things, that devil energy out of fear. We don't want that. And we're supposed to be teaching people how to overcome that crap. So it's being mindful. So I'm really torn here in regards to like where this went. At first I wanted it to be something else. I wanted it to be something else when, I was getting that. And, my bubble got burst, and then it got burst more because they made me go look it up. I was, oh, whatever, I was trying to like shake it off. Like, okay, well, it's not as lovey-dovey as I was thinking. It's not going to be some, more uplifting, happy, thing that I'm channeling. Right. And I was like, okay, that's all right. Because I get there's some good in there with some bad. That's life, that polarity, bringing it into unity. But then it just went darker from there, especially when they made me go look it up while I was typing in what I was doing, and I was going through that process to do this live. And they're like, stop. You need to go look this up. That facing you, right? And then that taking away from that expectation and what I wanted it to be, to let me know the gravity of what I'm feeling and what they're channeling to me and I'm tapping into. Because somebody needs help. Somebody needs hope and love and support and gentleness and kindness, and people need to be mindful. And if it's you or if it's someone else, it doesn't matter. You need to know that you are loved, and you know, we as readers need to find the best way possible and grow within our capability of being a support system and being mindful in how we speak and in how we address things so that we can be helpful and help guide people to the light. That is our fucking job. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. I may not have been able to, you know, not been able to, but really it's been able to, you know, go into exactly about, you know, the reading, about the energies or, you know, it being timeless or whatnot. I'm not sure where I left off on that. These energies got me kind of miscombobulated. Like I'm trying not to get stuck down a dark hole. Um, it is very, I've been down dark holes myself. This is, I don't want to go down this dark hole. This is not something that I am familiar, and I've been down some dark places, and that's what makes it more scary to me is I can feel how dark this is and how someone is really struggling, and my heart breaks for you. Um, Regardless if it's just subconscious and you're not even aware, my heart breaks because even if it's subconscious, I can only imagine what you're experiencing inside your internal world emotionally as well as your external. And being that I've, you know, suffered from domestic abuse, as well as, you know, I grew up in domestic abuse and um, in and out of foster care and all this stuff, I understand the depths of hell that are not just out here in the world, but that we have to face internally because of things. So, you know, my heart really does go out to whoever is hurting in this dark place and dark time. Just know that it doesn't last, and that, you know, you're working on overcoming and forcing yourself. And I say forcing because you have to make yourself believe in something better. And so you have to force yourself. You have to be mindful and keep up with being positive, that fake it till you make it, to overcome and finding the tools and the resources to help you get through. That's what it's about. It's the learning. It's the learning with our resilience and our resistance and this capability of overcoming that darkness. And as a spiritual leader, as a spiritual healer, as a reader, that's my job to help teach ways also, you know, as well as that mindfulness for others so that we can be more of a beacon of light for others, especially in their time of darkness. That's what it's about. Um, Negativity or positivity in your energetic field really matters, in your mindset, in what you're speaking into life matters, especially in those crucial moments of those dark places. And any anger that you're holding on to needs to be fucking addressed and released, because that anger is going to keep feeding the fuel of that negativity. That's why I say fake it till you make it. It doesn't matter. Like if you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I deserve more, I am loved, and I am lovable, or, you know, whatever it is that you need to do for yourself. And my job is to help teach these tools, you know, for what is for you. This is a general reading, so I don't really know, but, you know, gratitude and appreciation is another way to overcome negativity and pain and anger. But we also have to acknowledge the anger so that we can honor ourselves and then release it. You know, there's multiple things that go into um, overcoming. And it's not just a quick fix and a snap of the fingers and pop a fucking pill and everything's going to be better. We have to be mindful and do the work. And I'm sorry, but I have to smoke. This has my anxiety and the fear response of what I'm feeling. It has me triggered. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, panic attacks, anxiety. You know, I struggle to be mindful of depression. So with all of the trauma that I have been through, and this is, I can understand what I'm feeling for what I tapped into, but this for me is like a really, like some scary dark place that I don't even know and I don't want to go to, of what I'm feeling. whatever I've tapped into. So it has me struggling to keep myself okay, not in fight or flight. And I have to share that. And I have to do what I can do to try to maintain that for myself, even though it's a bad coping mechanism. And hello, Capricorn fucking reading. My double energy of what gets me through, right? Of that, the ironicness of this. That's why we also have to be mindful of making better choices for ourselves, um, like talking about that quick fix. Thank God was only my quick fix. And, unfortunately, it wasn't something I chose for myself, but at the end of the day, we chose, right? It doesn't matter if you're bullied and abused into doing something. You gave up your power, so you chose. Even if you chose wrongly out of people pleasing or wanting to be loved and accepted, like that's where, wanted to not be abused anymore. That's where that came from me in regards to this. We have to own and accept and take accountability, no matter how painful it is or how fair it is. Life is not fucking fair, because at the end of the day, regardless of all those things, we gave up a part of us. And that can be the biggest blow and the biggest disappointment of taking that accountability, like me in regards to this. When it got brought up, when I was I'm always trying to quit smoking, and I'm not the greatest at it. The longest I've been was 5 days. There was all this anger and this like that first attempt of trying to quit smoking, and after the 5 days, and I was dealing with abuse also, and it just made me snap and go back to it. And then it pulled up all these subconscious shit, and then anger around me having this addiction because of the abuse was why I started smoking. It was so hard for me to face it. I was so pissed off. So hard for me to take accountability. I was mad. I was like, I was abused. I was abused. I was this. I was that. It was a merry-go-round of then, fuck, that fighting, that wanting to fight, the accountability, and, I kept going back and forth. I was abused, but then I go to, like, well, why was I abused? Why was this? Or, well, how did I feel? What was going on? Like, there was a lot of things going on when it hit me to get me to face it. And face it, there was anger there, and then face what it was, that it was my problem, that it was something inside of me, that to take that accountability, right? And that biggest process for me was like at least a week long. And then this fighting of it, and then I had to work on then this transition of owning it, and that still took a long time, and now I'm still working on trying to overcome and then get rid of this. We have to be more gentle with ourselves through the process of things, and that opening the doorway for acceptance is letting the light in. The more we let the light in, and the more that we hold the fuck on to that light, the more we are going to receive more light. We're going to be cracked open even more. And I know through all the hell that I've made it through, if I can make it through, you can make it through. Anyone can make it through. We just have to do the fucking work. We have to hold the fuck on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. Doing the Paulina Tarot. All right, Spirit, what do we have for Capricorn in regards to these energies and what I was channeled before for Capricorn? This is for Capricorn collective reading. What do you want us to know about these energies, Spirit? Please tell us more about these energies and the things that I was channeling for this Capricorn reading in regards to the kiss of death. Kiss me goodbye. Love me like you'll lose me. And all the other things that I channeled. The fate of your life earlier, before I had to change. Please give us clarity on these energies, Spirit. Five of Cups. I'm getting depression with this. All of the loss, the grief. I'm getting depression. So I have to get what I'm channeling. Depression from all the loss and the grief. Whether if it is from abandonment, rejection, being out of the cold. I'm getting also like that internal of like the abandonment of self, or like not being able to accept self because of the experiences, right? And this trauma, this Five of Cups energy, and what it's did to them internally. And then hence it like spirals like that. It's kind of like being sucked down the rabbit hole even more, into like this negativity. It's because of how they see themselves because of it, and the woundings. So like it spirals, this depression and this negativity out of control is what I'm getting with this Five of Cups energy. That fight of your life. I'm getting it. Okay, so the fight of your life, fighting to overcome this, that's that battle. Like this is going to be the fight of your life, and this understanding, like, do I choose the good, do I choose the bad, like at a crossroads. So this person's at a fucking crossroads, and it's like knowing and starting to accept and acknowledge and see that tomorrow is not guaranteed to any of us. So do we want to sit there in that bullshit and just feel fucking sorrow and pain and misery, or do we want to feel and experience love? Because it's a choice. What are you going to choose? We're going back to like that, the song. Hold on, I need to go back to these lyrics, in regards to love, because this is the self-love, right? We choose it, win or lose it. Love is never quite the same. I love you. Now I've lost you. Don't feel bad. You're not to blame. Oh God, this is self-love. It's not just the people that you've lost, but it's what they've lost inside of themselves. Those bits and pieces they've lost over these experiences. Someone's needing to make peace with this. This is why it's the biggest fight of their life, to choose them, because it's a fucking choice. To choose better, to choose to do something differently than what they've been doing or what they've been taught to fucking do. So it's like they're at that crossroads of hello, this is your choice. What are you going to choose? Are you going to be bad? Are you going to be good? I mean, that's just fucked up words. I don't like using them, but I'm getting in that negative mindset, or emotional, mental, like maturity, capability of it's this good, bad thing. Like I'm picking up on a lot of self-hatred and self-loathing. Okay, I gotta get out of that. I gotta keep going. But like spirit is trying to get them to see the crossroads, and they have this power. They're trying to get them to see things in regards to this. So it's like being taken down further. That breaking you open more. And this person is already struggling in a really fucked up spot. It's like that make or break moment. Oh, wow. This is why it's important to be mindful also, so that we can send love and prayers and intentions, because energetically and spiritually, this helps the person who is struggling, especially if we pray, or set the intentions, because, some people don't pray. Some people are not, like Christian or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. It's the same thing. It's all the fucking same. So it doesn't matter. Intentions is prayers. It's manifestation. It's spell work. It's all the same. However you want to see it. That's why praying and speaking fucking life over to people is so important, because you don't know how much it is helping or harming them energetically and spiritually, which is trickling down to the fucking physical. So this being mindful, if this is not you, to help assist in that way. If it is you, to understand, to that fake it till you make it, to reprogram what you're saying and speaking to yourself and believing. See, we have to start speaking it to us. We have to start speaking it to us so then we can start fucking believing it. And it's not, it takes years. I have been divorced now for 7 years. Still fighting for myself, meaning I'm fighting through abuse. After my divorce, I was at my lowest place in life. We need to take a break. It's educational time because it's important and relevant. One thing that always kept me there was fear, the abuse, not just the physical, but the verbal, that he would kill me or our children. And then if he didn't do it, then he would have other motherfuckers do it. He didn't have to do it. He could have other motherfuckers do it. And the abuse was so bad, and the things, because he was trying to keep me in the fear and then letting me know, hey, this could happen, right? And you know, trying to keep up this shit so that I wouldn't leave. After my divorce, I started going through a lot of drive-bys. I mean, I had lasers pointed on me and my children, that they were trying to pull off my security doors and bust my cameras. And it got to the point where I shot at a drive-by. I tagged the whip. There was a lot of things going on where I wasn't leaving my home. It was my home. I paid for it. It was mine. And I didn't want to leave into no fucked up situation, but it got to the point where, my family had came back into my life, and for better or worse, right? It was that worst situation. I grew up in and out of foster care, so, I shouldn't have been speaking to them. But there was other things going on. Like my brother had been in the army, and, he wasn't, he ended up passing away. And so like that opened the doorway. And my family kept trying to work on me to leave, right? No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving because if I leave, then this is what I need to do. This is my home, and I need to make sure I take care of me and my kids. And I'm not going to use, why am I going to use somebody when I have my own? And if I just give this up, how am I going to trust you? Needless to say, I got to the breaking point. Not just with everything going on outside of me externally there, but then I was still being abused by my family. Not being able to see it. I was still going through all this trauma and not aware of all these things, even though there was something in me that knew. My intuition knew. My intuition kept telling me and telling them, no, I'm not going to do this. This is not best for me. No. I just didn't know what it all was. I didn't know that, they were trauma bonding and emotionally manipulating and like, baiting me and all of these fucking different narcissistic fucked up things, okay? And then it just got to the point where I was broken all the way. Well, then I agreed with certain things that then they did not follow through with, and everything was a lie. Needless to say, even though I was at my lowest, that was an opportunity, right? And that opportunity, I had to be broken open more so that I could see it for what it was, even though part of me knew, my soul knew, my intuition knew. So now, I kept being taken lower and lower. And now I'm being taken lower again because now I have to leave here and I've lost my home, and it just, got put up on for auction because I had squatters in it. And so, there's just all these things going on. And that battle where I'm at my lowest and fighting these demons and still being attacked. It's this understanding and holding on to that hope. Do you know how long and how much I've been fighting to hold on to truth against all odds? There has been so many times that I have broken down. God, I don't know how I'm going to be able to go on anymore. I don't know. And it's not in the sense of this way of what I'm picking up on, but since I suffer from depression, I can understand it. Go on. I don't know how to go on. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what to do. I'm so fucking broken. And I keep being attacked and I keep fighting and I'm fucking exhausted. I don't have the answers. I don't know how to get out of this. Well, God is giving me the strength to keep pushing through, to keep working on being authentic as well as facing it all. Because he started shedding more light and showing more things to me and having me research all this shit about abuse and narcissistic abuse and psychopaths. And I mean, I was just so overwhelmed and so floored, and the mental health issues. And so I could understand the people I was dealing with and what I was dealing with. Because, see, they're playing chess even though they're fucking sick as fuck. But they also know what they're doing. I mean, they're not playing chess, they're playing checkers. See, my mind has been so fucked up lately. I've been going to the I'm playing chess, spirit teaching me how to play chess better. Because they were able to break me down. And I got broken down. It wasn't just them, but it was the external, everything going on. Sometimes it's needed. And I know in regards to myself, that breaking open, God, universe, whatever you believe for yourself, will utilize that as long as you hold the fuck on and you keep trusting against all odds. That doesn't mean that you don't have days that you're not like, oh my God. But see, this is where you are then expressing yourself, and that anger that I was talking about needing to share and express that fucking anger, is acknowledging it. So it's not distorting your fucking perception or making you negative, not, believing that you deserve more, or that you can do it, or that you can overcome, or, any fucking thing of wherever you may be in this spiral down negative fucking pit of dealing with the devil energy, internally, externally. Because everything that we're facing here is a spiritual fucking war. It's not just a physical, it's not flesh against flesh. It is a spiritual fucking war. I was raised Christian, so, I have a very funky view on things. But I'm also like, not so Christian, that they will call me a witch. I don't care. I believe we all believe in the same God, source, energy, universe, whatever it is. There's just different ways that we go about it, as well as programming and abuse, power, control dynamics. So, there's different shapings and different things, right? As well as your own devil energy, or that societal, the environment and cultural, where it comes from, where that religion stems from, or the intentions of the people behind it, right? Because I can go to church and I can sit here and be like, what the fuck? They're praying to a false God. That's not my God. The fuck, I don't need that Bible. I don't need, God gives us tools, universe, whatever it is you believe for yourself, and spiritual discernment to understand what is love and what is of him, because God is love. And so there's something here with this programming of God utilizing, universe utilizing whatever you believe for yourself, what was meant to harm you, to fucking help break you open, to help bring the light to you, to help crack you open, to fill you with light. When we let go of pain, when we can acknowledge anger or acknowledge frustration, or say, I'm fucking tired, I don't know how to go on, then we're asking him to help carry us through, no matter what that him is for you. It opens the doorway where spirit can help you. It opens a doorway where then you can also learn more and grow more, so that you can overcome. There's a sense of needing to rely on spirit here as well, not just with this releasing or accepting and acknowledging anger or pain, but to rely on spirit instead of relying on self or devil energy, meaning what you've been doing in the past. Like, I'm getting this self-loathing, so this negative or beat up, or this distortion here in regards to love or healthy things, or the excuses of that programming, the shit that's feeding that bad wolf, or that bad, the demon on, or devil on your fucking, or the bad angel, however you want to see it. Whether you see it as you have the good angel or the good wolf or whatever on one shoulder, or you have the bad wolf and then you have the bad angel or the demon on the other shoulder. What are you feeding? This breaking is meant to help you see. It's to help fight through that programming that you're still holding on to that's kept you sucked down into that rabbit hole of hell and self-loathing. See, God took me back to the place where it all started. All of my programs, right? From childhood, to help me see them and examine them, what was needed, and kept being broken and chipped away at. But see, these are tests. It's not just for me to rise because I'm being hit, and so it's cracking me the fuck open more. Hard ass things. And helping give me resilience and strength and lean on him more, whoever him is for you, universe, God, Jesus, whoever, Buddha, Allah. It had made me have to rely on him more, rely on myself more, trust me, and be honest, right? To overcome. But those tests in regards to karma, the more you hold on and be the best version of yourself and work on being the best version and facing your demons and burdens as well as those that were placed upon you, because at the end of the day, yours are there because of burdens placed upon you, but you need to shake it all because it's not authentic. So there's these things playing out where it is also an energetic and spiritual battle. And then in that, there's karma and there's contracts at play, right? So they keep hitting me. Spirit, God, universe, Allah, Buddha, whoever you believe in is testing you all, or the devil, however you want to see it. The more that they attack you, the more you will rise if you hold on, because they're attacking you out of devil energy. And that's like, so you are also them attacking you can also be those demons within you attacking you, trying to hold on. But a lot of times it's the outside world. Who are the people in your life that is holding up this programming and helping hold up this depression and this negativity and self-loathing of worthlessness or of self-hate? I feel that so heavy in that card. If you want more and better for yourself, you have to start doing it and being it for you, but also limiting those people that destroy you. Can you see what you're doing is out of programmings? If you can't, then but you can. And you may not be able to do it now, but it's a process of where you can do it. I know that at a certain point in time in my life, I seeked out some of my family members that I hadn't seen in, I don't know, 5-10 years. I was a teenager. It's probably like 10 years, maybe longer. It's that child in you dealing with those wounds, wanting that love, trying to go back to that place. When you are dealing with this type of crap internally, you are going to be out here in the world seeking out people that made you feel this way and that familiar, trying to change it. That's why it's so important to seek outside of you God's help, universe, Buddha, Allah, whatever it is that you believe for yourself, to help have a higher understanding for self-love. Because if God is love, that's what we're seeking. We're seeking love. We're seeking the ultimate fucking love of the universe. And to have that knowledge and love within us. This test is meant to help you rise, is to break you open more. We have the Six of Wands, success and victory over this Five of Cups energy. And we have strength. No wonder I was talking about every fucking thing I needed to talk about. Because strength is needed. And how do you have strength when you feel tired and you feel like giving up and you're hating you? Because people taught you to hate you. And then all of that loss and all of this rejection and abandonment and everything that fucking happened, those were hitting you while you were down. And it was adding fuel to the fire of that demon, that bad wolf, that bad angel of holding up those programmings. That familiar, right? And that familiar that you still seek, and the familiar that you are doing within. This is why we need God outside of us to come internally within us to help us with the strength. So then we have the strength card here, strength and courage to overcome. The strength and courage, what I'm getting is not relying on yourself. Back again, I was talking about that trust and relying on universe, God source energy, Christ consciousness, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whoever it is that you see for yourself, that you believe in. Is to build this relationship with the one and true God, whatever that is for you, the creator. So then you can build that connection and see that I am is within you, because the world and what it did to you, it tore you the fuck down and made you hate you and made you sever that connection to the I am. So this isn't holding onto your own strength and understanding. This is relying on God to get you the fuck through and having the courage to do so with this strength card. And that will help you be successful, help you have victory over this 5 of Cups energy. Anything else for Capricorn spirit? The 8 of Wands, and it'll help you cut yourself free of doing that familiar or doing the same. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And that's what I'm getting with this energy and this familiar energy. And then this self-loathing of beating yourself up, not believing in you. Boy, this is a really heavy Capricorn reading. The 3 of Cups in reverse. Cutting yourself free and cutting yourself free from all of the, you still have that familiar in your life. And that's keeping up that programming and then that self-hate. And it's feeding that bad wolf and that self-loathing and that depression that I'm feeling in that 5 of Cups energy, because you're dealing with relationships that are not filling up your cup and you're not coming together in celebration. It's destruction. It's a falsity, like praying to a false god, feeding a false god, a falsity of love and celebration and happiness and support. There's falsity there. And so it's breaking yourself free, cutting yourself free from all of this 3 of Cups in reverse, these things that are not coming together, that's not celebrating. It's not celebration of love in life. That familiar that you keep repeating, that doing the same fucking thing, that's insanity. And then it's releasing all of those from the past and all the heartbreak and loss that it occurred and the destruction that it did internally and the burdens that you're carrying from it. We have the King of Swords. It's funny. The King of Swords, all analytical. That's why I was getting that self-loathing and there's something here with that King of Swords. They're also emotionally detached. I can see all of this heartbreak, all of this self-loathing and depression in this 5 of Cups energy that I'm picking up on for this reading has to do with this King of Swords, whether this is you or someone outside of you. If this is you, then you internally are King of Swords, so then you emotionally are unavailable. You're all analytical, beating yourself up inside your fucking head, that negative self-talk, right? And are you that way because you were dealing with people this way? A lot of times, the mirroring, we all mirror. We all end up mirroring to each other, even if it's the opposite polarity, because we're pulling in on the same energy. There's some mirroring. It has to do with the same type of bullshit. So whether you are this King of Swords or because of dealing with people that were King of Swords and they were emotionally detached and cold. But what I'm getting for you, Capricorn, what I'm picking up on is that you are the King of Swords, that you've been emotionally detached and all up in your head and beating yourself up in this 5 of Cups energy and doing the same fucking things over and over again, trying to fix them that definition of insanity, doing the same shit over and over, expecting different results. And then frustrated and mad that you're not having this 3 of Cups and it's not working. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Not being able to build these fucking long-term solid foundations, and then what you are investing in, they're falling the fuck apart because that falsity again, of false love and false coming together. Because you are in this negative place and you are beating yourself up and you are emotionally detached from yourself. So also your intuition and God. And you're pulling in people like this too, and that's supporting this and trying to, do these same fucking dynamics over and over again. So of course there's going to be this lack of stability in building, and everything's going to keep falling apart, and you're not going to have stability and these long-term solid foundations within yourself or outside of you, because they're not meant for you. They're not serving of you. And this energy that you're in is not serving of you. You're carrying around other people's burdens that were placed upon you, and it hurts you. You need to work on that. The bottom of the deck, the Tower. And it's funny because the Tower is coming in, right? And what I was channeling before in this energy was, first I told you about all of that, and then I was like, oh yeah, before I got all of that, and earlier that morning I got, what was it, Spirit? Because you just brought it to my attention, and I'm losing it here. The fight of your life. The fight of your life. This is the fight of your life, but why? Because the Tower's coming in regards to all these things that are not serving of you. And God, universe, Buddha, Allah, whatever you believe for yourself, is trying to be there to help you crack the fuck open and see this and love you and allow the light in, so that it can help carry you through, and you can sever and cut yourself free and sever these fucking relationships and patterns that are not serving of you. So the Tower. The High Priestess behind the Tower. See, the High Priestess is behind that Tower, secret knowledge. And then we have the Ace of Cups. This Tower and this secret knowledge coming to light, and this information coming to you through the High Priestess in this Tower is for the Ace of Cups, for you to fill up your own fucking cup, to have self-love. Exactly what I was channeling. And the self-love to overcome the Four of Cups. So stop looking and focusing on the fucking past and playing all the same fucking bullshit, repeating and doing the familiar. Because when you're focused on the past and focused on all this pain and bullshit, you're going to keep pulling those same experiences to you. Those type of energetic lessons, even if they appear to be different, they're the fucking same to you. And you're going to keep feeling this misery. It's like that ultimate self-sabotage without saying it, where you believe that all of this bullshit inside of you. And so, you're depressed and you're having this self-hatred and loathing. And then you're, repeating, you're tied up. And you're pulling in and having all these same fucked up relationships that are supporting all of that fuckery inside, for you to not love you, for you to not fill up your fucking cup. And Spirit is saying enough is enough. I know this is going to be tough. I know this is going to be hard, but I'm here for you. This is going to be the fight of your life, but you can fucking do it because you deserve love. And where does it start from? Filling up your own fucking cup, loving you. Stop dealing with these people who don't have love for themselves, that can't love you, and then make you not love you neither, and carry these burdens and keep you from self-love. All right, advice, guidance, and support for Capricorn. Oh shit, this Capricorn reading is so long, and it's very heavy and very Capricorn. This is very underworld, very the depths of hell. Okay. We're going to do the Keepers of the Light. Advice, guidance, and support for Capricorn for this reading, please, Spirit. Advice, guidance, and support for Capricorn for this reading, please, Spirit. Advice, guidance, and support for Capricorn for this reading, please, Spirit. Ooh. We have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. God's trying to gift you with grace through this tower, and trying to get you to love yourself and see that these people don't love themselves. So how can they have love for you? This is why they hold up this falsity and this programming and making you feel like shit about you. And that feeling like shit about you, it's funny, I was talking about this yesterday on my Facebook, knowing through all the abuse and then looking back, oh my God, I suffered from depression my whole life. And it took like a long time for me to realize, because then I was numb and I couldn't feel anything but pain. And there was this epiphany that pain was my soul, that this is not serving of you and this is not love. That's what you're experiencing. This is God. This is your intuition. This is your primal being trying to let you know this pain is here, and this depression and this loss and this lack, this self-hatred is here. Why? Because you're not loving you, and this situation is not fucking love. And that's your intuition trying to tell you, and you're not able to see it. And this is grace from God trying to get you the fuck through to see. But instead, you're holding on to those burdens, and your perception is distorted and wrong because of the people around you and what you've experienced, that this is really about you. It's not about you. And God is trying to show you. This is the grace He's trying to gift you with. So share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Paul the Venetian helps with artists, whether that be writers, musicians, actors and actresses, singers, whatever. Art is very therapeutic too, to help you through whatever you're dealing with, to release, especially to focus on what it is that you deserve, that you want for yourself. Stop focusing on the pain. Stop focusing on the falsities. They're pulling me to the pink and the rose and the self-love, right? And this gentleness and this compassion energy. It's funny that for me as an artist, what makes pink? Red and white make pink, and then pulling it to the heart space. So the red is going to be like that root chakra energy. So grounding and stability, safety, with like innocence and love and purity, God source energy, crown chakra, pulling them together into the heart space, and then clearing the heart, gifting you with grace. So the stability is coming from self-love, right? And then like having that stability and that connection. Your heart space has been closed off to you, to self-love, to God, to that connection. Thank you, Spirit, for like confirming what they're showing me and what I was channeling before. And it's funny, they had me wear for a kiss of death. The red and white. I just realized that. I'm like looking at myself, like, hold the fuck on, wait a minute. So it's like bringing alignment and balance. Like this tower is meant to help you see, so you can start trying to come to your heart space from your root and your crown, even though there's instability there, is to heal those and start filling up your own cup to balance those out. So it's like using higher consciousness and purity and love, God source energy, to help with grounding and rooting yourself and feeling stable and secure within, to help heal this heart space and open yourself up. Advice, guidance, and support for Capricorn for this reading, please, Spirit. What else do you have for Cappy? We have Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. And that's that awakening. That's that opening you up for love and to get you to see, right? Trying to crack you open for your soul's expansion, so you can get more light in, so you can get more love in. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. They're trying to let you see the connection, right? And the worldly ways is trying to get you to hold the fuck on to the worldly ways and not see, to not grow, to not expand. But your emotions, this loss and all this feeling is there to let you know, hey, let that shit go. That's not serving of you. We're trying to help you expand. We're trying to help you see that this is not the way for you. That's why you feel like shit. After this, they want me to do the goddess guidance. We have Dijwa, cool. We have Dharma unfolding. I was talking about the Dharma unfolding also in regards to my own experience, where it's Dharma unfolding and there is karma and all these things playing out, because it's not just Dharma, it's karma. What is it going to be for you in regards to this playing out and unfolding? Are you going to be receiving Dharma or karma? Dharma is the blessings and the good. Karma is the bad, right? Because of the seeds that you planted, you reap what the fuck you sow. So this is, people are sowing seeds. What are you planting? You have to see yourself as a temple or a fucking garden. What are you planting inside of here? And what are others planting in your garden too? Because you don't want that shit in your garden, because your garden is your fucking temple. That is you. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. The bottom of the deck. Kali Ma, facing fears. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. You're meant for more. God is trying to get you to rise, to overcome, to love you. And then I'm going to use the Goddess Guidance Oracle now also for support for Capricorn. All right, advice, guidance, and support for Capricorn for this reading, please, Spirit. What advice, guidance, and support do you have for Capricorn for this reading, please, Spirit? You need to make sure you're okay today. Those in okay, not in that energy of popping a pill in falsity. Not no quick fix or illusions or disillusionment or devil energy, a fake love, a feeding. But what is loving to your fucking soul? And take care of you today, and then tomorrow. It's like if you take care of you today and that trust and that love and that right step, it's going to help you overcome tomorrow. It's going to give you more strength for the new. There's something else here, and I don't know how to explain it. I do apologize. I don't know how to explain it. We have Vesta home. This came out for someone else. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in its occupancy or occupants. That cracking you the fuck open, that trying to get the light in, that breaking you open, it's for you to blossom. We have our Kura, I cannot say some of these, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. The Spirit is trying to open you up and get you to blossom, to see the beautiful flower that you are. But how can you see the beautiful flower you are if you don't allow yourself to bloom and open the fuck up? All right, so we're done. We're not getting any more after this. They did tell me the bottom of the deck again, though. Okay. So hold on, let me set that right there. We have Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Capricorn, stop worrying, especially money. Capricorn. Capricorns are hard workers, but Capricorns like money. money and gifts, tangible things, that is like their love language and security. You need to stop that. There's this lost lack mentality of understanding that you are abundant within, that you will be supplied for. I think that there is in part of that Five of Cups energy, and like choosing the wrong decisions for yourself, right? Only seeing things as, oh, I need money, or I need this, or this that lack. I was feeling like victimization and lack loss mentality. That's where it is. And thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation, pulling out this card. Someone struggling with lost lack mentality, and Spirit is trying to get you to see that there's more to life than what you're focused on. And then the way you're focused on it in this negative mindset, you're just going to keep feeling all this loss and all this lack, and you're going to feel miserable. So see, feeding that bad wolf or that bad angel over there. We have Sarasvati, the arts. Express yourself through creative arts. Mawu, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. We have Solace, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. They wanted me to take the bottom of the deck. We have Coventina, purification. This is why you also need to be near the water. Water helps purify you. It helps things to flow also out of your energetic field. Drinking lots of water, purifying you from internally as well as external, and being around the water helps it flow and move all these energy blockages for purification. It's like the process of it, right? It's like one time it's not going to do it, you know. That one time it helps, but you need more than one time. Just like as a Reiki practitioner, I can't just work on you one time and you think that you're going to be fucking okay. And then you can't just think that I'm going to work on you and then you're going to be okay. You got to do the work too, or it's not going to do anything. Just like if you're not open to it, you know, Spirit taught me something in regards to my healing abilities. There's funny things where I can end up healing things and you're just like, okay, but then other things you can't heal it. Spirit taught me a big lesson in that. And I already knew it, but it was seeing it for myself in an experience. So, you know, I've done Reiki on lots of things. Even before I was a Reiki practitioner, I was doing healing on things. I would find butterflies that had broken wings and you know, I'm a Gemini, so then I get like magical thinking and I'm like, oh my God, I gave it love. And not understanding, they kept telling me I was a healer. Oh, whatever, I gave it love. You know, I was a unicorn and rainbows moments. And so then it'd be able to fly away, even though I had a fucking broken wing. And I'm allergic to bees, but bees and wasps will climb on me when they're injured. My light, because I'm a healer. There's been lots of things that I have healed. And it took a long time for me to actually start really trying to practice instead of just being dumb about it. And being the Gemini that I am, like, oh, well, I just gave it love, right? To actually acknowledge, okay, yes, I'm a healer and doing these things. Even before, you know, I became a Reiki practitioner, though, there was like, my dogs have almost died, all these things. And like, I would snatch their soul. Now, it's not really funny, but it is. I have a thing where I can go and I can reach their soul. One of my dogs, I had a harder time reaching his soul. It was a real big struggle to like try to reach his soul and to keep him here. And then speaking with him, it was energetic and soul thing, trying to reach his soul, my soul to his soul. And I'm aware of this. And when it came to then my chickens and dealing with them, there's been chickens that I've gotten sick, I haven't been able to heal. There's been other chickens I've been able to heal. I have a hen whose uterus comes out. Okay. I was doing work on her and giving her love, and it hasn't came out for a long time now, thank God, but it was hanging out for like a couple weeks. And I kept doing all this work on her. And there's other things that I do and through love. And, you know, I'm knowing that they are going to have a new home and I'm not going to be able to work on them anymore and send them energy and send them love and be right here. Yes, I can, like, from far away, but I'm not going to know when it's needed. And so, and then further away, it's not as powerful. You're not there. Then it's just more energetic and spiritual instead of I'm physically there. The more I'm closer, the stronger, the more medicine is, right? And so, like, I was giving this love, and then there was something going on, and then I was like, hold on, this rooster is an asshole. And I'm like, I have done a lot of work on him, but it doesn't help. And Spirit was like getting me to see something. And I was like, what the fuck? And in regards to all the times that I've healed unknowingly, healed things or tried healing things on purpose, especially when it came to people, I was trying to heal people. I was that wounded fucking healer trying to heal people, even as a child, trying to heal my parents and this and that. And so God was showing me, it's not just accepting and being open. Okay, I'm open to this. I'm open to this energetic exchange. I'm open to this love. It's about love. That rooster is not open. Okay, it doesn't matter what I'm sending him. That motherfucker's not open, but it's not just that. He doesn't have love for me. These hens, I can tell which ones are more receptive to me. They have lots of love. Others are more skittish. Even if they love me, they're more skittish. So there's more of a closed offness, kind of like that King of Swords, where emotionally unavailable because they're kind of like, I love my mom, but I'm scared. So it's harder to do work on them. Others are just like, my mommy, I love my mommy. Those are the ones that are so easy to do work on. And God was showing me, it's not just because of them agreeing, like their soul, and them being receptive, but because of love, because love fucking heals, that then I'm able to help heal them. They have to have love for me, love for self, but most importantly, love for me. That increases the capability of healing. And I don't know why it was so important, but it's important. I guess because, of the self-love and understanding you need to love you and have self-love, and the people that you're around don't have love for you. And how can they love you when they don't love them? So how are these foundations going to work? It's no different than me being a healer and giving love and healing and working on healing things, as it is with building, of having the Three of Cups energy. Why is it out in reverse? You can't come together and celebrate with people that don't have fucking love and joy inside of their heart and love for you. How can they have love for you and they don't have love for themselves? How can you build? No wonder there's these 10 of fucking pentacles in reverse and these fucked up, faulty foundations. One, it's internal because you were dealing with fucked up people. Because this is what I'm getting is childhood. It's a past life. These are deep wounds that need to be healed. So then internally, it's an internal thing within you. You are unstable. It's hard for you to build, but you keep attracting the same familiar bullshit where there's not these long-term solid foundations, and you're investing and you're hurting and you're not coming together, and it's feeding that bad wolf. It's no different. What are you investing in? Are you investing in your life and your future and the love and are you putting in the time and the work and the love and the energy that you want? And what you are putting in, is it supportive of what it is that you fucking desire? Is this going to get you to your end game? And if it's not, why? Is it within you or the people outside of you? Because let me tell you, if it's just, you want to say it's just the people outside of you? No. Doesn't matter, like me being abused, even though I don't deserve to be abused, there's something inside of me, right? These people are in my life abusing me. So what is it inside of me? So if you're someone who's like, well, it's just this motherfucker, it's just them, it's just that, I'm okay, it's everybody else. No, that's avoidance. That's not taking accountability. And I get this hard time with taking accountability in this reading anyways, and accepting things, right? I was talking about that earlier. All the things that I talk about is for a reason. Being psychic, what I talk about is part of the process, that psychic slip or that psychic, I don't know. But you have to feed your self-love. And if the people in your life are not at the level and giving to you, and you're not having what it is that you want in this moment, then you have to walk away from them. And whatever it is internally, you have to walk away from. But you sure in the fuck cannot be around people who are going to keep you in a Five of Cups energy. Those are people feeding off of you. Those are people that, that can't do for themselves. And they just keep pulling in the same shit. Why? Because they can't do for themselves. So of course you're going to be miserable. That misery is a gift. You have to think about that blessing in disguise. That misery you feel, that loss, that lack, that depression is your heart and soul crying out to you. This is not serving of you. This is not for you. This is not love. This is not working. We need to find another way. And you're not acknowledging that. You're not accepting that. Because it's not just that accepting of the people in your life, but it's also what's going on inside of you. Anyways, I love you. I pray that your day is full of blessings. Please don't give up hope. This is a really heavy reading for Capricorn. I appreciate your support. Please like and share. The more likes, it helps me. Especially energetically. This is energetic. This is a lot of work energetically. People don't understand. They think it's really easy being a reader or being an empath or being psychic or a healer. I am working when people don't understand that I'm working. Whether I'm getting paid or not, I'm working because I am a vessel. I'm a lighthouse. I'm a transmitter. I'm receiving energies and I have to keep myself okay. I have to learn how to deal with them and process them and then what to do with them for others. Or Mother Earth. I do a lot of grid work. I do a lot of healing with Mother Earth and so like that environmentalism, like you could be where you're just, for me, that environmentalism isn't just about, recycling. Okay. For me, that environmentalism has to do with healing Mother Earth. So that could be something that you're called for. Maybe that's why I brought it up, because I don't bring up things for no reason, of understanding the connection between all things, and that your light and in your vessel could support and is supportive of helping heal Mother Earth. And so you need to be okay so that you can be of the vibration that Mother Earth is needing to help you heal it, to help you heal all these energies that have walked over it and leaving all this energy behind in destruction. When we walk, we leave energy. We leave our energy everywhere. Is your energy leaving destruction behind? Or is your energy leaving love behind? So love is healing, right? Anyways, thank you for joining me. I pray your day is full of blessings. Have a good day.